Welcome to the Grinding Gears podcast. I'm your host, Dre. I don't have headphones on. I'm listening to music with them right now. So, I can't hear the audio too well. So if it comes out ass, this is gonna be garbage. But hey man, what's up, guys? I just wanted to do a weird episode today, man. Like, here, hold on, I'm about to turn my lights off. Yeah, man, I'm gonna do a weird episode. So, let me adjust the mic a little bit so you guys can. I hope you guys still can hear me really well. Let me see if I can get it closer because I'm trying to put my head back. You know what I'm saying? And like vibe out. I hope this is a good sound, a good like place for it right here. Yeah, man. I seen something on YouTube. It was like, what did it say? Oh, I'm gonna do this over. Alright. Welcome to the Grinding Gears podcast. I'm your host, Dre. Today I'm gonna be doing a weird episode. I don't have headphones into my computer. So this is kind of just, I'm winging it with the mic right now. Like it's like going commando, you know? Like you never really know what's happening down there. And like, you gotta kind of just hope and pray for the best. That, especially with shorts, you know? If you're going commando with shorts, you really gotta pray for the best. But, I seen something on YouTube that was posted by The Pursuit of Wonder. And it was a story about how blind people see the world and the way that we see the world with such definition, such color, such intricacy, to such depth, you know? Like, there's no way to explain it. And such is the nothingness that blind people don't see. I don't know. It kind of blew my mind. Because, like, I always do wonder what blind people see and shit, you know? But, like, also, how would I ever be able to explain a world, you know? And that's why I like writers and shit really should get a little bit more credit. Because, like, you're creating a whole world, especially fantasy writers. Like, non-fictional writers, it's a concept that's created in the world. It's materialistic. It's a great idea, you know what I'm saying? I love it. But, like, we really got to give our hats off to the fantasy writers, man. The fiction writers. Because them niggas really just be out there fucking creating worlds in their fucking mind in this huge, vast pool. And, like, we'll write multiple books about it. How? How do you do multiple books, man? I can barely write I hate writing poems. Like, I'll write out something that kind of rhymes, and I'm like, ugh, if somebody ever caught wind of this, they'd think it's a poem. You know? I don't hate other people's poems. However you express yourself is yourself. But for me, I prefer writing, like writing out an idea and it turns into a feeling, and then that feeling turns into like something that kind of like really like another brick in the wall for that or another brick in the path, you know, for wherever I'm heading to. It's a pretty cool concept, but I said this is a weird episode because I'm gonna do something weird. I'm gonna have all of you guys, if you can, close your eyes. If you're listening to music in the background, that's fucking dope as shit. You know what I mean? Maybe you're listening to me with your headphones and like you got it up a little bit more than your music and your music's still in the background. That'd be really dope. You know what I mean? A little faded like ensemble. That's what I'm kind of hitting with my headphones. Or you can hit me through the speaker and then have the headphones just enough where you can hear me. I don't know. However you want to do it. But I keep jumping around the bush because I don't know how to start this thing, man. Like, close your eyes. Deep breath out first. Then in. Then out. If you feel calm, clear your mind. Try to, at least. Try to just see the kaleidoscope. That's usually what I do. Because if you try not to see anything, you'll try to zoom in rather than zoom out. Because when you zoom out of a picture, you can't see anything type shit. As you zoom out, imagine that kaleidoscope of a wall of images that sits in your mind turns into literally a path or a sidewalk. And you're walking down the sidewalk and you're not stepping on any cracks, you know. Something heavy is on your back and you feel two straps around your shoulders. And when you look down to see it, you notice that there's snow on the ground. You got boots on and you have snow pants on. And as you're walking towards wherever you were walking towards, you look up and you see a tree. And the tree looks bare, you know, but it's got snow on it. Weirdly makes it kind of beautiful. And you make it to the corner where there's a bunch of other people you recognize. One of them has freckles, a very thin nose. He wears glasses, curly red hair, but you can't really see it except for the curls that comes out underneath his beanie, the one with the little fluffy thing on top. He's an Eagles fan, so he's got Eagles on his beanie. His jacket is peachish. His book bag is blue, matches yours. The blue is kind of a JanSport blue, you know, it's a very vibrant blue. It's blue. It's the blue, you know. Look over to your right, and there's a girl standing there. Curly hair comes out from underneath her beanie. She's got mittens on that match her beanie. Her beanie's purple, but like lavender purple. And her mittens have like a cool winter design on it. And then her jacket and her book bag match. They're both black. But like, they have where the zipper is. The zipper itself, the plastic part, is black. But the lining that goes next to it is white going up. And it matches the white design, Christmas or whatever winter design on her mittens. Then her boots are lavender too. But they're kind of like stained from the salt and whatnot, from the snow. And then her face, she kind of looks like Mila Kunis. But like, you guys are all 12 years old. So she looks like Mila Kunis is 12. And only difference is, her hair is curly. But she wears glasses too. When I say Mila Kunis face, I mean like her nose is kind of a little bit pushed up a little bit, you know? She's got that little... I'm just playing. But she has a scarf as well. And the scarf, kind of like the way she tied it, makes her look like she's all fancy. She's a businesswoman, even though she's only 12, and you guys are all 12. You don't even know what a businesswoman looks like, except for your mom. And then you look to your left, and it's another kid. And he has brown hair, but it's straight. Long hair. It kind of looks like a young hippie. You can just see it in the making. His jacket is kind of like Carhartt material, but it's an olive. And he has snow pants too. His snow pants are black. He's got steel toe boots on. And he always brags about how he has hand warmers in them. But secretly, everyone thinks that he does it to make him taller. No gloves, because he's a weird kid. He likes to throw snowballs with his bare hand. He's got a big nose. He's got one. It kind of looks like a miniature avocado hanging off the front of his face. He's got acne too. You see red dots and stuff right all up on his cheeks and stuff. No scars though. No acne scars. He's just now getting it. He does have a mustache kind of coming in. And he claims it comes from eating pussy. But everybody knows he can't talk to girls. Then you hear a sound coming from down the street, so you turn around and you see a vibrant yellow bus. Holy shit, I kind of got lost in that world for a second. You know, and like that's what I wanted to get across. Oh shit, I'm fucking everybody's ears based on the thing. But that's what I wanted to get across, is that like the way that we view the world, us who can actually see the world, go based off of the things that we've seen before. The dude with the red hair is someone I've seen before. Napoleon Dynamite, nigga. Mila Kunis. The other kid, figment of my imagination, but I couldn't see his face. I was naming things on his face, and I tried to put it all together. But he kind of just looked like a cartoon character. It was like certain things just couldn't be a part of him because it just didn't fit, you know? It's really weird, man. Like, alright, I'm going to go back in for a second, because my ganja's on its way. So, when it gets here, I'll cut that story off. But this is just a weird concept to kind of do sometimes. A little exercise. I'd say just try it, you know? Like, if you do want to get more creative or something, just kind of like try to go into your brain and like try to create, man. Just do it out loud, though. You have to manifest it into the physical world, though. That's the only way that it'll actually like work. And if you're uncomfortable doing it in front of people or something, do it by yourself, man. I'm in my room by myself with my dog. You know, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to do, but one thing I've always loved ever since I was a kid was ninjas. Ninjas are the coolest thing that's ever graced this planet. Assassins too. Fucking like, how do you like parkour, dude? Your life is parkour and assassinations. That is so fucking cool. But all right. Close your eyes. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You know, I never thought about what my ninja would look like. Would he be light-skinned like me? Because I have some pretty distinct features that wouldn't be very ninja-like, you know? Or should I create him from scratch? In which means I would never be able to see who he fully looks like because I've created little pieces of him, you know? Like I've created him. So it's like, Alright. His name's Ryuko. Ryuku. I like Ryuku. Ryuku Akira. Nah, it's fucking so basic. Alright, Ryuku Tanji. He's a master swordsman. But the only reason why he is because his parents gave him up for adoption, basically sold him for money for sake. And luckily for him, the person who bought him was just a dude who actually used to just go around and pick up warriors who used to be slaves or whatnot, free them, and they would fight for his army. But his army was based on silent warfare, the art of literal surprise, where the enemy wouldn't even know that they were being attacked until everyone was already gone by a one-man team. The ninjas. So then, after a few years of training, he quickly ascended through the ranks. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but I haven't given him any features yet, because I kind of want you guys to imagine him as how you imagine him, you know? But throughout his years of rising through the ranks very fast, he made a lot of enemies along the way. A lot of people who didn't like the fact that such a young kid was able to outdo them. So instead would find excuses for why that is. He's cheating, he's this, he's that, he shouldn't be here. Eventually they got to the point where he was proving everyone wrong, and they had to try to push him out of their units. Oh, you're too good. You're the best. You should be up there. You should go up there. And when he finally made it to the top, he realized how boring it was. He realized there was nowhere else to go but down. And that was what everyone was hoping for. But then one day, the Shifu came over to him and asked him to do him a favor. One last favor. And then he could choose whatever destiny he wanted. And the Shifu was a smart man, but he didn't know that there were snakes in the grass, that his advisors, the men who he trusted, his generals who had fought with him for decades, he didn't know that they were out to get Ryuko. Ryuko didn't know either. And when Shifu came and asked him personally if he could do this last mission before he chooses his own destiny of what he wants to do, he accepts, of course. It's the Shifu, the man who took him in, saved his life, taught him everything he knew. It was going to be a simple job. He just had to, as a political figure, was on schedule to meet a few women at his hotel room. Ryuko was to be in the hotel room already, and as the women are getting ready, handle the business, or have to wait till after, however he chose. But when he went to go, he was sent to the wrong room, and in that room awaited already a few of the Ghost Squadron. Now, the Ghost Squadron was an elite task force for these higher advisors when they wanted to do something silently, and had a unanimous vote underneath the Shifu. So they sent him there, and when he walked in, when he came in through the window was already open. He thought that was suspicious, but he's Ryuko. He's always able to handle himself in a tough position. So then, as he advances his way through the room, he sees a glint. Just in a small little glint of light flicker through the room. And he kind of just instinctively moves his head backwards. And it was a kunai. As a kunai hits the wall next to him. And then another one comes from behind him. But this time, it was a ninja star. What do they call it? Shuriken. Comes in from the other side. almost catches him in the neck. He just dodged it in time. He draws his sword, but he can't see anybody. Then again, he is fighting against Ghost Squadron men who... I think my weed's here. Damn, that was such a... I was on a roll there. But hey, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. My bad for raping you real quick. My audio's gonna be off again, but I'll get... What was I gonna say? Damn, I was on a roll there, dude. But, yeah. It's pretty cool stuff, man. You guys wanna listen to music? I get bored during these now. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe I just haven't been, like, committing enough, you know? And, like, it kind of, like, seeps into, like, I am the cause of, like, why all of my projects don't come to fruition, you know? Never-ending cycle. But at the end of the day, the opportunity to even be able to do something like this, that, like, hey, I can just have a microphone and have a computer and upload this shit onto Spotify. Like, what? This is fucking... It's the greatest opportunity ever. But, like, damn, do I squander opportunity, man? I don't know. Man. Squander a lot of things. But isn't that a part of being human? Isn't it? Aren't we supposed to take things for granted to realize that we take it for granted so we can realize how special it actually is? Why are we afraid to, you know? Why are we afraid to learn? Why are we afraid to feel? It's not because it's soft. It's not because it's wrong. It's not, obviously. Well, it's when it gets into that whole weird theology thing where it's like certain things are wrong because Jesus or God or Muhammad or whoever said so. But, like, is it wrong to be you? Is it wrong to just kind of, like, have to fuck up and learn and take the consequences as it is? You know? Like, oh, you swear. Oh, you steal. Oh, you lie. You know? But, like, do those things... I guess my question is, do those things really, like, describe you? Do those make you who you are for the rest of your life? Do, you know, or do we all have that opportunity to kind of learn from the mistakes that we make and do things better the next time? And I guess, yeah, there's people in the world who don't want to do things better the next time. People don't even want it next time sometimes. But, like, you hear about the shit that some people really go through, you know? It's like, could you really blame that person for choosing that path? That's why I kind of feel sorry for, like, everyone, you know? Like, I don't know, I feel like that's also what kind of makes up my view on the world, is, like, of everybody being right kind of stems from the idea of, like, damn, we all just don't see how much of each other we have in us, you know? Like, we need each other. And, like, no one wants to see it. I don't know. Like, working with rednecks and shit, it kind of, like, opened my mind a little bit more, too, to, like, what do they see, you know? And, like, a lot of people don't really care because they're rednecks, and, like, they automatically assume everybody's racist, you know? And then, like, rednecks right now are at the point where they already assume everyone's going to assume that they're racist. So it's like... but, like, to assume that somebody's going to be racist already, isn't that in itself racist? Isn't it racist to kind of, like, look at skin color? Really address it? You know, because like if you're addressing it, that means you're giving foundation to these claims of the fact that there is no such thing as like color, I guess, you know, but like that becomes a gray and black and white world, you know? You know, like we just went through a black and white world. Why do we want to go back to it? Why do we want to why do we want to see no color? If there's no color, there are only shades, and when there are only shades, it's just the same thing, but under a microscope, you know? Like no matter what we do, we constantly do the same thing as humans every single time. Like I'm friends with black people who just don't like white people, who will actually just, you know, like kind of make it a negative term to be white, you know, like, oh, you know, they're white, they're white, you know, and it's like, dude, like, you think that they could have, just like you couldn't choose whether to be white or black, brown, yellow, red, purple, whatever fucking color you want to be. You didn't choose to be that. You were just it was thrust upon you, man. Just like greatness. Greatness is thrust upon you. It's not earned. It's something that it happens to you, and you deal with it in a way that makes you so strong, it makes other people awe and wonder of how the fuck you managed to get your shit get out of there in one piece. But you know what? It's just a stroke of luck. It's just like I've experienced racism and shit, you know. And I feel like it's especially hard for mixed people, especially mixed kids, man, cuz like when you're a kid, you're mixed, you know. There's no fucking, all you see is your mom and your dad and everyone else in your family. And it's like, there's no real thing in your mind that tells you when you're born that like, oh, I'm this color and I'm this color mixed together, so I have to be the bridge between them. Nah, it happens over time because you start to realize like the differences, man, where it's like how different people will treat you in both sides, where you're too black to be in the white community, you're too white to be in the black community, man. Like, why can't we just be cool with each other, man? Why can't we all just accept our own flaws, accept our own differences, and just keep it pushing in life, man? And you know what? Nah, there are a shit ton of people out there who are doing that. But it's just like these main people who push this main narrative, you know? It really gets under my skin, man. It's like I dealt with a lot of bullshit growing up, dude. And it's also that's what made me who I am today, man. Like, I see color, but I don't see it as anything wrong with it. I address color because it's there, you know? Like, I don't know. I find myself falling into it too, and that's what pisses me off the most. But it's just the way I've had to learn how to play the game to survive, to be honest. Going to a Russian church when I was younger and fucking having everybody there look at me different because I was born out of wedlock, not even in it, you know, like shit like that. And then on top of that, my dad being black, and then like me being mixed and showing up and having different hair, different face, different skin, you know, like shit like that. And being called Chodny, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, Chodny is the black. Chodny is the Russian version of saying nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I had to deal with a lot of bullshit in my life, man. And I don't give a fuck. Nobody's ever gonna tell me different, man. All this shit would not be happening right now if it wasn't for just these soft ass motherfuckers who never learn how to take a fucking joke, even if it fucking hurts. You don't have to still be friends with those people, man. But you sometimes just gotta take shit, let that shit roll off of your back, and forget about it, man. Cause like I don't be thinking about that my past and shit every day. I think about shit that I gotta get done for the next day. I gotta think about shit I gotta get done for today. I think about how I'm gonna survive today, you know? And that's what life is. Being in that present moment of survival, bro. It's beautiful. You were given an opportunity, take it, you know? But no, instead we want to build up problems just so we can solve them. Fuck that, dude. And fuck this anti-racist, this anti. What's the antithesis of being racist towards black people? Just being racist towards white people, being racist towards any other fucking race just because other people were racist to you, dude. I'm fucking sorry, but that's not how shit works in life, man. I get punched in the face. Yeah, I could punch that nigga in the face too. Or I could just let it rock, man. Cause you know what? Some niggas in life ain't worth it. Some people in life just ain't worth the trouble, ain't worth the mind space, ain't worth none of that shit, man. Like those crazy fucking religious nuts who be trying to tell me about my life and shit. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I don't got time for that. I'll sit there and have a conversation with you if I'm having a conversation, you know? And like, that's one thing that I feel like I really started to push forward in my life is that, like, hey man, if you're not about to listen to what I'm about to say, don't even think I'm about to take in anything about any fucking piece of what you're about to say. You need to accept what I have to say as well, just so that you can be, I don't know, heard. Because fuck that. I'm tired of all this nonsense. I'm tired of fucking giving my time, giving my brain. Like, dude, I calculate shit for other people all the time and help them come to new conclusions, help guide them into different places. And it's like, obviously, yeah, I'm complaining about it, but that's my superpower, man. It's hard to turn off, you know? But like, same time, if I take time out of my day to sit there and, like, you know, really break things down to you, really open the pit of my mind to you, and you don't listen and expect me to continually listen to you, it's all about give and take, man. With that ass is. And that's why I'm hyped that I got a solid friend group, man. I'm thankful for y'all niggas, man. Y'all pissed me the fuck off, but I'm so thankful for y'all, man. It was a hard time running for a little bit there. Your boy ain't have no friends. Well, I have friends, but like everybody was kind of doing their own thing, you know, like all the kids I grew up with. So it was like I had to go out and make new friends, and like that was kind of hard because like I was so used to already having friends that like I grew up with and stuff, and having that dynamic that like feeling out new friends was so hard, you know, because you never actually know who's there for you and who isn't, you know. But then like going through certain experiences and having those people stick by your side, that's man, I don't know. It really that shit feel fucking good, man. That shit is better than crack. That shit is better than heroin. And don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed having like my alone time throughout my life because it made me who I am now. I wouldn't be so introspective if not for that. But like, you know, now that like I've worked on myself and like I'm still working on myself. INFJ's job is never done on themselves, but as I've worked on myself and I see progress, you know, it really fucking in the most manly way I can say this, it really touches your heart, man. Like, it really shows you how people come into your life and make such a difference, you know, by just spending time with you. You're getting their vibe, they're getting your vibe, and yeah, sometimes you guys butt heads and shit, but like, End of the day, it's always like, damn, like, y'all both bettering each other somehow, some way, by just being two good ass people who looking out for each other. And that, to me, that's why friendship to me means more than even relationships, you know? Because it's like me and like my brother, bro. My brother Exxon. I say my brother because like me and that nigga have been through some fucking shit, man. We've been friends for 11 years, right? How old? 10, 11, 12, 13 years. Is it 13? No, 14 years, my nigga. 14 years me and this nigga been friends. We've been through ups, downs, nigga. Fucking, I done almost killed myself like 17 times at his house, you know? So it's like, that nigga my brother. And like, even going through all that shit, you know? Like, even to this day, I go up to his crib and annoy the fuck out of him. He do the same shit at my house. And that's our whole dynamic. But it's just because, like, it's good vibes, man. Like, we both know that, like, we just pissing each other off because at the end of the day, this is a real psychological battle between us. And we gonna see who gonna be at the top of it at the end. Yeah, bro, the INFJ ESTP relationship is definitely a fucking showdown. It's always, who's going to say the first joke? Who's going to have the best joke? Who's the best at this? Who's the smartest in the room? Who's this? Who's that? Fuck you guys. You guys always got to turn everything into a fucking competition, bro. I was just trying to show that, hey, I'm smart too, man. But then he was like, oh yeah? Well, I know this, and this. How about that? I'm like, damn, bro, I don't know that. But like, fucking smart, man. Damn, man. I don't know. Moral of the story, dude. Just love one another, man. Like, you know, like, I don't know, man. This is too hippie of me, but like, let's just all start loving each other again, man. You don't have to get into everybody's pants, but like, just love each other. Like, give the head nod. Ask how someone's doing, you know. Write a nice little positive message, like a little fortune cookie, you know, like, today will be a great day, on a piece of paper, and give it to someone. Just walk away. Don't even see their reaction. Just walk away and hope in your mind it helped make their day better. Do random shit like that. I feel like we're really good. We could really make this place, like the world, a way better place again. And even though it will generate soft men, as Joe Rogan says, soft men aren't always the problem. And hard men aren't always the problem. It's kind of, you need a balance, man. You need to always have both. Without soft men, you wouldn't have men who are loving, who are able to see through a feminine lens, you know? And like, a feminine lens, by feminine lens, I mean like they're able to see the social structure. And it's a weird concept to think about, but like a lot of times there are guys who aren't able to see the social structure, as well as the soft men. And then there are also the soft men who can't see the world in the same way as the hard men, you know? So it's like, we all need each other, man. No matter who we are, no matter what gender, what race, if you a fucking alien, illegal or extraterrestrial, we all love each other, man. That's what makes the world go round. It sounds like some bullshit, but to be honest, when someone show you some love, it make you want to do it to someone else. And then that person in turn is going to want to spread that love as well. And just continually, just like a virus, man, if we really truly believe in it. So like, express some love today, man. Bada bing, bada boom, 15 seconds. One phrase. What am I going to say? Bing bong, fuck your life. You see these dogs right here? Just know I'm going hard upstairs.